I had always been curious about the dark web, not because I wanted drugs, stolen credit cards, or hitmen like the rumors suggested. For me, it was the thrill, the mystery of the internet's shadowy corners. Everyone I knew treated it like an urban legend, a place where monsters hid behind screens. I thought it was just edgy forums and bootleg files. That night, alone in my dorm with energy drinks and headphones, I decided to explore deeper than ever before. My roommate was gone for the weekend. The campus was quiet, and I had nothing to distract me. I used Tor, a VPN chain, and even some sketchy plugins I didn't fully understand. The deeper I clicked through, that onion links, the stranger it got, markets for counterfeit passports, conspiracy forums, and places where anonymous users traded bizarre survival stories. Then I found it. The page had no logo, no title, just a black screen with a single red button labeled Enter Room. My stomach tightened because I had read stories about Red Rooms, supposedly live torture streams where rich psychos paid in Bitcoin to watch and even vote on how victims were mutilated. Everyone said they were myths, but something about that glowing red button hooked me. My rational brain said, don't click. My heart said it's fake anyway, prove it to yourself. I clicked. The page refreshed into a grainy video feed. A dimly lit concrete room filled the screen. At first it looked empty, but then I noticed movement, someone tied to a chair in the middle of the room. A figure in a black mask paced behind them, adjusting a camera. A chat window appeared on the side, filling quickly with messages. Start already. Knife or fire. Put the poll up. My hands trembled. Was this a movie? A staged ARG? The bound person was crying, really crying, with mucus dripping and their body jerking violently against ropes. I turned the volume up, half expecting canned screams. Instead, I heard sobs, whimpers, frantic breathing. Too real. A notification popped up on the screen. Welcome, new user. Guest 9134. My heart skipped. The masked figure moved closer to the victim. The sound of a switchblade snapping open echoed. Then the victim looked up, straight into the camera. Their eyes were bloodshot, wide, desperate, and they said my name.
Daniel, help me!
I ripped my headphones off. My real name. Not my username, not anything I'd typed. I stared at the screen, frozen. The victim repeated it, sobbing harder. Daniel, please. You're watching. I know you are. My whole body went cold. The chat exploded. Osh, they brought a friend. Daniel, welcome to the show. Let him choose. Knife or fire. A poll appeared. Daniel decides. Knife or fire. I slammed my laptop shut. My heart was hammering so loud I thought it might burst. Then my phone buzzed. An unknown number. The message read, "Open the laptop, Daniel." I dropped the phone like it burned me. Somehow, I opened the laptop again. The victim was staring, crying, whispering my name. The masked figure leaned closer. "You can't leave now." I tried shutting down the laptop, pulling the cord. Nothing worked. Another message appeared on my phone. Choose, knife or fire. The poll timer ticked down, 0:30, 0:29. In blind panic, I clicked knife. The chat erupted in sick cheers. The masked figure walked behind the victim, raising the blade. The victim shrieked, thrashing, screaming my name louder now. "Daniel, please!" I couldn't watch. I shut my eyes and covered my ears, but the sound still slipped through the wet tearing, the guttural screams. My stomach lurched. I nearly vomited. When I finally looked, the victim was slumped forward, blood soaking the floor. The masked figure turned to the camera. "Thank you, Daniel. You played well. See you soon." The feed cut to black. I thought that was the end. I wiped the laptop, reinstalled the OS, even smashed the drive. But my phone kept buzzing with messages. "You made the right choice. Next time, try fire. We're watching." I switched devices, accounts, even got a new number. It didn't matter. The messages followed me. Last night, I got an email with a video attachment. It was footage of me sitting in my dorm, typing on my laptop. The camera angle was from the corner of my ceiling. I looked up. Nothing there. Just shadows. I looked up. Nothing there. Just shadows. But as I write this, another message just appeared. Round 2 begins at midnight. Don't disappoint us, Daniel. People use the dark web for all sorts of things. Some buy drugs, others hire hackers. Some just want to look edgy on Reddit by claiming they went there. I wasn't like that. I was a digital archivist, someone who collected strange files, lost media, forgotten corners of the internet. I thought of myself as a historian of the weird. That's how I stumbled across the dead file. It was buried deep inside a forum dedicated to abandoned software. A user with the handle M0RPHES posted a link. Don't open this unless you're ready to see what you shouldn't. This isn't just data. It's a graveyard. The file was small, only about 20 megabytes, compressed into a simple zip. I downloaded it out of sheer curiosity. My antivirus lit up instantly, but I ignored the warnings. I had virtual machines for this. When I extracted the folder, I found dozens of video clips, text documents, and images. At first glance, it looked like a messy hard drive dump, the kind you'd find from a hacker who stole random stuff. But then I opened the first video. It was grainy security camera footage of a woman walking home at night. The timestamp read the 11th of March 2016, 22:41. She looked nervous, glancing over her shoulder. A minute later, a man appeared, following her. The clip ended suddenly, mid-stride. The next file showed the same woman again, but this time, she was inside a basement. Her wrists were tied. She was screaming, thrashing against restraints. The camera angle was too deliberate to be an accident. My stomach turned. I opened the text file that matched the video. It had her name, address, age, workplace, and then the word deceased. There were dozens more like it. Each folder had someone's life documented, social media screenshots, home addresses, even medical records ending with footage of their last moments. The deeper I looked, the worse it got. A man in an alley beaten with a pipe, a teenager locked in a trunk, a child crying in a pitch-black room. Each file ended the same way. A record of their death, meticulously cataloged, as if someone was building an archive of suffering. I wanted to delete it all, but something compelled me to keep digging. Near the end of the directory, I found a folder labeled with my hometown. My chest tightened. Inside were names I recognized, neighbors, old classmates, even a teacher from my high school, each with their own video, their own death note. My hands shook so violently I could barely move the mouse. Then I saw the last folder. It was labeled with my full name. Inside, there was a single video file and a document. The document was short. Subject: Daniel Carter. Status: pending. With my heart pounding, I clicked the video. At first, the screen was black. Then an image slowly came into focus. It was me, sitting at my desk, wearing the same shirt I had on at that exact moment. The video wasn't recorded in the past, it was live. I slammed the laptop shut, but it didn't stop. My phone buzzed with a notification: dead file updated. When I opened it again, the folder with my name had changed. The document now read, status processing. And there was a new clip. It showed my door, my actual apartment door, recorded from the hallway. A timestamp in the corner matched the current time. Someone was out there, right then. I froze, listening, too afraid to move. And then knock, knock, knock. 3 soft knocks at my door. I didn't open it. I couldn't. Hours later, when I finally worked up the courage to check, the hall was empty. But when I opened my laptop again, the folder had one more file. The document now read, status archived, which means I'm already dead. The dark web is full of markets, drugs, weapons, fake IDs, stolen data. I'd seen them all before, and most of the time it was just scams and kids pretending to be mobsters. But then, I stumbled across something different. The site was called The Collector's Market. Its layout was simple: a black background, white text, and rows of listings. At first, I thought it was another black market shop, but there were no guns, no drugs, no hacking services. Instead, the listings had strange titles: the pianist's fingers, the runner's lungs, the teacher's voice. I clicked one. The description read, authentic, removed while fresh, preserved with care, buyer verified. The price was listed in Bitcoin, far more than anyone would pay for a prop. My stomach churned. It sounded like body parts. Still, part of me thought it was a hoax, some kind of macabre art project. But then I clicked on the photos. They weren't stock images. Each item had multiple angles, high resolution, real. I saw severed hands, eyes floating in jars, strips of skin stretched and labeled. Some listings even had videos proof of authenticity. One showed a man strapped to a table begging, as masked figures removed his vocal cords. The description beneath read, "The teacher's voice, extracted during live session, still fresh." I slammed my laptop shut, gagging, but curiosity, it pulled me back in. The next day, I went deeper. The site had a forum where collectors bragged about their purchases. One user posted a photo of a severed foot displayed in a glass case, writing, "Runner's trophy, won it in auction, worth every coin." Others asked about upcoming hunts, where fresh stock would be harvested. And then I saw it. A new thread appeared at the top. Lot #918, student. Auction begins tomorrow. The listing had photos grainy, taken from a distance, but I recognized the place instantly. It was my campus, my dorm building, and the lot? The description fit me perfectly. Age, height, hair color, even my class schedule. My blood ran cold. Someone had put me up for sale. I tried reporting it to the police, but what could I say? That strangers on the dark web were selling my body parts before I was even dead? They'd laugh me out of the station. So I stayed up all night, refreshing the page, praying it would disappear. But the thread only grew. People were bidding. They were excited about me. One wrote, "Young, healthy organs, good stock." Another joked, "Dibs on the eyes." I shut my laptop, unplugged it, smashed the router. None of it mattered. My phone buzzed with a notification. A message from an unknown number. "Congratulations, you've been sold. Delivery scheduled." I couldn't breathe. I locked every door, pushed furniture against the windows. My heart was racing so fast I thought it might give out. At exactly midnight, I heard a van pull up outside. Slow, quiet. My phone buzzed again. "Order arriving. Open up." I peeked through the blinds. A black van sat parked under the streetlight, engine running. Figures in masks stepped out, carrying something, a large crate. Then, a soft knock at my door.
"Delivery for the Collector's Market."
I didn't move. I didn't breathe. After what felt like hours, they left. The van drove away, fading into the night. But when I finally checked my phone again, the site had updated. My listing was marked, sold, shipment pending, which means they'll be back. Not to deliver, to collect.